faster. And thank you, Turtle, for that reminder to always smile. I'll tell you though, if there's one person in this club you don't need to remind, it would be me. But I thought you did a great job persuading everybody else. Some of the things that I'll mention that I thought you excelled at was definitely your vocal variety. I love how you do all of the tone, the speed, the pauses, you're whispering, you're going fast, you're going slow. And I believe someone even mentioned in the comments that nice long pause you had in the middle that kind of brought them back into your speech. To be persuasive, you need to be engaging. And I think this is where you nailed your speech. At the beginning, you asked us all to look at each other. In the middle, you were asking us questions, making sure that we're there. Do we know what we're talking about? Do we know what a baby is born with? And then you had not a call to action at the end, but you had it through the whole second half of your speech. You're telling people about how they can smile, why they should smile, what are the ways that they can do this. And I thought if there was one way to be persuasive, it's to keep that engagement going, and you did an excellent job of that. I think someone else mentioned this as well, that you're also an awesome storyteller. You can tell that you are some sort of writer because the words you use draws the visuals for us. The analogies, the definitions, it's so easy to follow along. Some of the things that I thought you could probably work on is at the beginning, you had a little bit of difficulty getting set up. And I'd like to remind you that the meeting starts 15 minutes before the actual meeting starts. So if you want to test out any of your equipment or how you're going to display, especially if you're the speaker, you should utilize that 15 minutes. Make sure that you're set up so that you don't run into any time issues, because the timer is supposed to start their clock as soon as you utter your first word. Another thing that I thought could use a little bit more was your gestures. There were some gestures, and I noticed that you sat back further than you usually do, but a lot of them were kind of right here. And in my head, I was thinking T-Rex, which is a definition that people say, not only is it right on the border of that, but it's also kind of like a T-Rex. If you're in person, that's where you would see your hand motion. So don't forget to go big, go high, and give yourself the space to be able to use those gestures, because I think you can definitely utilize those to bring everybody else in. Now, to challenge yourself, I would say use a little bit less notes. It looked, and I don't think it drew my attention until you put on your glasses, and I was like, ah. But then I was like, oh yeah, she is using some notes. Overall, though, I just want to say that I really love the ending and the explanation. I started to write down the quote, but I didn't get it. But about letting other people borrow your smile. I thought that throughout your speech, you had plenty of great reminders of the way that we can impact others around us with that simple act of smiling.